Welcome to our presentation. The topic of our presentation is teacher-parent collaborative lesson contending students' learning loss in the virtual class. This study is carried out collaboratively by University of Bristol and Tribhuvan University under Opal-Chip study. This presentation is presented by Mohan Paudel and Ashik Singh from Tribhuvan University of Nepal. There is a worldwide impact of COVID-19 pandemic, especially in education and financial sectors. The imposition of the first lockdown in Nepal on 24 March 2020 caused the close of schools. As the lockdown period extended, confusion and concerns on continuing the school activities arise. After profound discussion, decision had been made to adopt alternative means of education, and many schools had started virtual teaching learning. During the virtual classes, different problems have been experienced by teachers, students, and parents. Like teachers, many of them have lack of technical knowledge. Students, their engagement and participation is less in the virtual class, and parents most of the time found it very difficult to handle the children at home, which are the main factor causing learning loss. So this study is an attempt to find out innovative way to address issues of virtual classroom and reduce learning loss based on that. The objective of the study are as follows: to design teacher and parents collaborative lesson plan to minimize learning loss. So it is very important to make a close relation between teacher and parents for the achievement of students. The more the relation close between the student and parents, the there is a chance of higher education achievement of students. Second objective is to foster ways to condense and integrate curriculum in order to reduce on-screen time of students without compromising curriculum maintenance. This is very challenging that in one hand, not at any cost, we are able to lose the learning of children. On the other hand, the long time screen in front of the computer, they are causing a lot of difficulties, especially physical impact on the students. Based on the objectives, here are the following research questions. Good students were able to do better in the distance or virtual mode, while some of students try to escape and avoid participation. So the question raised how to ensure participation, engagement, and interaction in virtual class to reduce learning loss. Similarly, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. class routine in virtual mode is tiring to the students. There is lack of physical engagement, loneliness, of, uh, physical worrisome, and eye strains. Specifically, students have difficulties due to lack of physical activities and loss of concentration. So it is important to cater to a variety of learning style of students in lower grades. Um, the third question is how to reduce on-screen engagement of students without compromising curriculum learning is related to the point just raised here. Fourth question, what are the possibilities of reducing curriculum load without losing intents? And also, the teacher have certain expectation from the parents that they should assist by looking after their children activities during virtual classes. So it is important from the parents' point of view to engage children physically in various learning activities rather than idle watching screen and listening.
Methodology of the study. This study tried to explore answer to research questions through an exploratory study. In this research, lesson plans will be collaborative designs by teachers, parents, and researchers team and jointly executed by teachers and parents. Researchers and stakeholders involving teachers, parents, and school admins. Virtual interaction was done so as to find out the issues of virtual teaching and learning. Respondents pointed out the following issues. There is difficulties in taking class due to lack of required infrastructures, necessary electronic devices, and poor internet service. Students learning is now distracted due to many factors, and students are engaged more in internet playing games and looking at and doing other activities. There is less interpersonal interaction between teachers and students. Now, teachers, students, bonding is weakened. There is a decrease of participations at upper grades when we compare with the engagement of students in lower grades. And teachers pointed out that there is difficulties in adopting virtual classroom environment by, by students and in some cases by the teachers. There is a declining of reading and writing habits of the students as there is no close monitoring and supervisions by the teachers that happens in regular class. That resulted in learning loss and low achievements of the students. Learning gap between urban and rural areas students is now visible. That may creates digital gap in learning. And teachers pointed at there is problems on conducting regular assessments and finding out the actual learning outcomes of the students. And parents pointed out that there is impact of long screen time on students' health and psychosocial behaviors. Designing collaborative lessons. In this study, teachers developed collaborative lesson plans for three different subjects for different grade levels in school education. Each lesson includes activities to be carried out uh, by teachers, parents, and students collaboratively. Lesson plans explicitly mentions expected role of teachers, parents, and students during virtual classes. Teachers will design and collect physical materials. They prepare digital materials and share with parents beforehand and prepare parents for the lesson. Teachers also develop reading notes and teaching learning episodes for virtual teaching. Every episodes will designed using child-centered approaches and engaging activities. Teachers and parents will carry out specific activities to support their children's learning. These lesson plans also contain before and after activities for the students so as to continue learning and, and conclusion. This study expected to find way to minimize distance learning loss through collaborative lesson plans as an innovative tool to support alternative means of teaching and learning. This study is still going on. Planning and preparation phases are almost complete and findings yet to become out. Thank you. Thank you very much.